we can go back. Now that Bit Poppy is here, we can make this thing really pop the way it's supposed to. I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm a carry. I'm a carry weight. Don't worry. Carry.
Yeah, I'm back.
Carry weight. Don't worry.
All right, you can hear me? All right, so yeah, I was saying, J-Stop, once we get through the AFC, we can touch back to the
Well,
NFC.
yeah,
You can
yeah,
touch through
yeah,
the
yeah,
stuff that you didn't get to talk about, and then Young can
yeah.
go over some of the new things. All
Where
right, let's go
what
ahead
are
and drop
where are
it.
we? What are what's the what the fuck am I trying to say? Like what the screen? Like are you're gonna have a share screen up so we can see your screen?
I have the if you look at the chat or look at the stream, I just put the stream in there, and you just mute your phone or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I put up the old league or the last league that we had for Madden 23, and I'm just gonna like try to cycle through the teams of what they have roster wise. Obviously, it's not gonna be this roided as we're not gonna have the clone
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
Game of
yeah.
the week is
These teams
tweaked
ain't
a
gonna be
little bit.
super.
Yeah, no more dream teams. Okay, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and start out with the AFC divisions and go over that. Plan is go over the divisions. Each person will kind of see their, say their thing about the person. After that, Jay Stop's gonna go over some of his NFC thoughts, and I can go over that if you don't have the divisions in front of you. If you can also check the owner list pages in there. And then Young wants to go over something that we're going to be doing new this year for the draft. So we're going to start off first with the AFC East. The first team that's going to be in the AFC East is King Hurricane. J-Stop, he was the Texans last year, and before that, he's also listed as like Falcons lover. He's been in the league now probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 seasons because I brought him over from my original league. He's generally right around fringe playoff. He's been an STE. He's going to be an HK with us. Generally, he's just about fringe wild card, and every once in a while he'll come up and beat somebody. But his Texans team last year, yeah, I would say he's on the hobby level. Last year he had Justin Fields when we did the reboot, but I don't
I
really
don't even know
remember.
if I would go that far on it.
Yeah, like I don't.
I don't know that his ceiling high is hobbies. Like I mean, like Hobby's floor is pretty bad because when he's playing bad, God, he plays. But his ceiling is when he's playing good, he can run with just about anybody. But
Are we
I
talking
don't
about
even know that
Hurricane
the
or
King
Hobby?
Hurricane. No, Hobby.
Okay.
I don't know that on King Hurricane's best day he can run with anyone in the league. I think he has a ceiling. Solid player though, but
I mean,
definitely
I
has a
know
ceiling.
that like he's beaten me once in SDE when he had the Falcons in SDE, but he just kept throwing lobs to Kyle Pitts. Yes, yes. So he'll be in the AFC East. Not much to say about that, but we do have an OG from them. I'm trying to remember what team he was. I think he was the Steelers, maybe. Yes. That's going to be B Fort. He is the run 80 times, throw 5 times a game type of guy. But you're pretty much going to fall asleep if you're watching him because it's going to be power O right or left or counter. And pray to God your defense gets a block shed because if not, like it's going to be a touchdown.
Want to scout before this game? Go on YouTube, type in 1985 Chicago Bears, and just start watching that.
Yeah. I think he's got like the Vince Lombardi like playbook, like sweep left, sweep right, like that's it, like just creating alleys. Uh, yeah, he's not really there for the sizzle. He's got the steak. That's it. Like there's no sizzle with it. But he's probably, I'd say honestly, when we go through this and we can pick who we think's the favorite, I would say he's probably gonna be the favorite, in my opinion. However, yes, for the division. The next person is Skunky. He's an OG from my league from a long time ago, from like early PlayStation 4. I brought him over last year. He was the Browns, and he did pretty good job as far as like he would have like a couple wins. He even made it. I think when we did the rankings, like his record was so good, he made it to the top 10. I don't know if he was, who he was playing or not, but he could be one of the favorites in this division. I think it's all going to be pretty competitive. Uh, well, last year, it looks like his draft, he had Hurts, Jalen Hurts, Kamara, Godwin on offense. So more or less, like he's just picking like the top player, like whoever the top skill guy is or whatever. Like not really necessarily like searching for youth. Like he's just going for the best players to compete. Yeah, definitely. He's only worried about season one. Jay, stop. Can you hear us? I think Jay Stop's
Yeah,
mic went out.
dealing with a kid.
Oh,
I'll be
okay. All
right
right,
back.
just making sure you're good. Okay. And then the next person in the division. And I'll announce the teams. Hurricane's going to be the Jets. B Fort is going to be the Patriots. Skunky will be the Bills. And then for the Dolphins in this division is another fellow OG and Commissioner Seeley. And he is going to be the Dolphins in this division. Seeley, I think last year when we did the first version of RBL, was adamant that he made the playoffs and was a playoff team. And I feel like he doesn't take it as serious enough. So I gave him in the division with Jay Stopper and AJB, and he was towards the bottom of the NFC last year. So I think this division fits in well because all of these guys are right around the same like fringe playoff guys. So it'll be a close battle depending on who gets what. Yeah, I mean he's a super nice guy. Yeah. I'm just wanted to make sure that I put him in a division that it was even for him because I think he had high hopes. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be pretty fair. If you had to pick a winner, if you think it would be Young. Yeah. I think it could go either way. Like I think Skunky could surprise it. It's just if you can figure out before it's like power O and counter O, like counter trap bullshit, like you'll probably be okay. It's just you're gonna have to build a defense to stop the run game.
Yeah, I think B Fort has this on a platter. Honestly, um,
Well, year one he went all offensive line, and it was good for like running the ball, but he couldn't stop anything. So then when we did the rebuild, the reboot part, he went all defense, and he definitely played a lot better. So yeah, I think B Fort's probably the leader in this one. All right, so we're gonna move on to the AFC North. This would be the elite tier division in the AFC. I know you guys are not going to agree, but it is what it is. We'll go over first. First person will be the Steelers. He requested to be the Steelers. That'll be Boomin. Um, okay. He is Jay Stopper's cousin and fellow DMV native. He was undefeated last year until he decided to trip over a cord and blow up his PlayStation. And yeah, that was pretty bad. Like, I don't know what he did, but he tripped over something with his PlayStation and broke it, and then he was out. Like, he was undefeated all season. Like, he beat a pretty decent amount of guys, too. But yeah, he's good. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl here before. He would have had a chance if he had not destroyed his PlayStation, and then, you know, he robbed the league of me versus him that year. So, guess what? We're going to be in the same division. I will be taking over whoever. I haven't decided. I'm going to be doing a relocation team, so I'm going to do the Aviators. So, whoever's open, I'll be taking over that team. So, me and Puma will be in a division together. We have been in divisions before together, and it was always like really close battles. So, I look forward to that.
yeah. So yeah, just to give y'all a little overview. You know what I'm saying? Steelers. That's my cuz. And like Johnny was saying, one he had that. He was undefeated. He took everybody out, and then like 2 weeks before the playoffs, he decides to vacuum and trip over his HDMI cord and broke the HDMI port in his PlayStation. And so because of that, our number one seed fought, and yeah, we didn't get to have a good playoffs. Instead, AJB. Hey, shout out to AJB because he held it down for NFC North season 1, and I respect that. My rival. He got to take out Johnny instead, and then he went on to the Super Bowl and ran into that buzzsaw known as Rich, and that was the end of that. But yeah, my
He
cousin,
did beat Rich
one of the
though.
top.
He did beat Rich though, like season 2 in the rematch.
Hey, I know, man, but he chose the wrong time to win. He was supposed to win the
Yeah,
damn Super Bowl match.
maybe he needed game tape. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he needed film.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. But yeah, boom, man. Yeah, he man, top user in here. I mean, I know how to beat him, but that's because we've been playing since we was kids. I mean, it'll be hard for any of the rest of y'all to beat him like that. So I mean, he gonna be. Boy,
You,
stop playing. Anyway, stop playing. No, you did not.
I
No, I don't
mean, to
remember
be
that at all.
honest, like if we go past Madden 22, I don't remember. Like I remember Madden 22, you got blown out every time you
I
touched
feel
the
like in
playoffs.
Madden 20, in Madden 21, young, me, you, B Green, and Boomin, we're all in a division together. Oh wait, no, wait, no. That
No,
was
B Green
Madden.
was
No.
Boomin
I
was
take
in
that
my
back. I take that
division that
back.
year.
Yeah. It was the Madden before that. But okay, no, in the regular season, you did win. You did win. You won off of field goal. You won by field goal. I remember. That's right. You did. Out of like 8 matches with him. So yeah, so out of like 8 matches, you got him one time. I respect that. That's respectable. That's respectable. Like 1-7. That's respectable. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah. So anyway, that's yeah. He gonna be one of the top users. So if you gunning in the AFC, you probably gonna end up running into the Steelers at some point. So yeah, it just depends on how long he stays committed to the game because he burns out really fast. So we'll see how long he stays.
Well, I mean, I know the last game that we played, or last game that he played, was when he got burnt out after me. So there's that. He shouldn't have taken the 3 month layoff and came back. But he was bound and determined he was going to make the playoffs, and I was like, "There's no way that you're going to win all of these games. There's just no way." And he was like, "I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated." I'm like, "All right, we'll see when you play me." I mean, he beat Johnny, but that's not.
I mean, when does Adriani ever beat him? I don't think that's
He
ever
didn't beat him at
happened.
all
So
last Madden cycle. I feel bad.
yeah, no.
He did get me, and Johnny did get me at the end, so kudos to him. So, again, another reason to make this division elite. The third team in this division will be Hendricks. Hendricks came in last year, went to the Super Bowl year 1, and he's been right there neck and neck with Rich, who's won what, 2 Super Bowls with us, and Cryo, who won a Super Bowl. So he's not going to be an easy out. And him and Boomlin had a super close game. I feel like the first, like when we did the reboot, or maybe it was the second one or the original one, but they had a super close game, a little bit of a back and forth. They all caught all love afterwards, but excited to have those two in the division, and then me and Hendricks had some good games too. So I look forward to that. If you guys want to say anything about Hendricks. I mean, he smoked you, Young. That's all I know. You pretty much retired after y'all played. Yeah, you guys were in the
Yeah,
same.
he
You three
smoked
were in
you
the
out of
same
the
division.
league at that point. Yep. So
He
yeah,
still smoked
I
you.
would have had a personal emergency too if I got whooped like that. But that's neither. I can speak. I can speak to his game. Before the reboot and OG or
Did you play him before? Yeah, you would have had to because he was in your division.
Yeah. Yeah, I played him. We split season 1, and then he split me season 2.
No, I already know you lost. You only played him once, but I didn't know if J Stop actually played him because in season 2 J Stop was tanking, so I don't know if he actually played him season 2.
No, we played season 1. We played twice. We went 1-1.
I'll have
Then
to have
season
MJS
2,
fact check that.
season 2, we were, we were on the tank show. So
I mean, we shouldn't. I mean, a commissioner shouldn't be tanking, in my opinion.
That's a real question.
If you're naturally tanking and you just suck, like J Stop did, then yeah, you should just not say tanking, just say you sucked.
hey, yo, I played all my games. I just happened to lose. That's all. I played. I
So
didn't skip
natural
games.
tanking.
Call it what you want to. I played my games. That's all I know. I mean, it depends. Were you like blatantly running out of bounds and throwing picks
Yeah, like
and
that would be pretty bad if you're doing
doing
all
stupid
that.
stuff? That's bad. I mean, I could honestly see you doing that. So I mean, I don't.
I mean, that would be a really.
What are we gonna do at that point?
That's like 17 hours of your life you're never gonna get back. Like I don't know if that would be worth it. Yeah, but like you already talked about like the EA generated class. Like, what if you decide to pick the wrong quarterback or whatever as a straight normal dev? All right, well, we'll see. All right, then the last person in the division in the AFC North, his name is Prince, but he was the Dolphins last year, and he is basically the guy that I think ran out Ehart, Eric. He was doing
he ran out young goat.
Yeah, he ran out the young goat. So I felt like I know he beat Rich before. At one point, I know he did, and then who else did he beat?
The Chargers, the dude that won
Yeah,
like 2 Super
he ended up
Bowls.
winning 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, I was saying Cryo said it was Josh Allen, but he huh? Yeah, he's in the NFC West, I think. Yeah, so I mean, he had some good games. When me and him played, it was super close to like the fourth quarter. We had Kelsey. He was running 2 tight ends. I think it was Kelsey and Kittle, maybe, or something like that. Or Kelsey and Waller.
Dude, his entire team was stupid because he beat AJB in the Super Bowl season 1.
Oh no,
And
not
then
Rich.
I
I was
played in
talking
the
about
Super Bowl
Prince.
season. Oh, you're talking about Prince. Oh, okay, you're talking about Rich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Rich
mean,
is
he doesn't
stupid,
know who
but
Rich is, but he'll figure it out. But yeah, Rich
you'll
should have a
learn.
loaded squad. But Prince had a pretty good team. Like he had 2 tight ends that he was running all game. Then he had Derrick Henry, which was super hard to stop because you had to like trot a man up to stop the tight ends. And then he had Derrick Henry that you just spam X and just stiff arms you. And he had Rodgers. So he had a pretty good team. And he just did weird stuff with his zones. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just weird for me to figure out. So I felt like he was a good addition to the division. It's going to be pretty competitive. So now we're going to go to the AFC South, which is going to be the bottom tier division of this. Let me see. What'd you say? I mean, I think they're going to know. Go ahead up. So the first one will be Shango. He's going to be returning back. He requested to be in the AFC South. He said he loves all 4 jerseys, so he wanted to be them. But I don't know what team he's going to pick. So you guys know about Shango, so if y'all want to talk about him.
Hey man, I ain't about to disrespect the GOAT. Hey, Shango is the OG. You know, he is the progenitor, prognosticator, whatever you call it, of original USFL, which evolved into RBL. Much respect to his game. I mean, you know, he done seen some highs, some high highs, and he done seen some low lows. So, you know, I don't know what he is right now because PS5 is a totally different system, totally different, you know. So he's probably gonna start off a little rocky, but I believe the GOAT gonna get it together. OG Shango, much love.
All right, sorry guys, walking back. Got to grab a beer. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Shango. I only saw him play a couple times, and he was okay. So the another OG. There's gonna be two more OGs in this division. Will be Trick. He's probably gonna be the favorite in the division. He had the Bengals, I think, last year. Basically, he's just looking for speed whenever he drafts. That's all I could say. Like he's like a bootleg Andrani. I guess he got kids, and that was into that. Yeah. He didn't pick a team when I told him. I don't think so. That team will be open. I was gonna say, wasn't it a sim? I remember you guys talking about that. Okay. Well, fair enough. Another person here was a person that.
PS4 rings, PS3 rings. I don't know how much stock I put in those. Whole different system. On PS5, respectfully, Trick has been worse than Young. Listen. That's the OG. All right, he's different. But other than that, on the on the PS4 means nothing here. All right, it means nothing. Sorry. So you know, on the next gen system, Trick respectfully has been below Young, and that's pretty bad. But I respect Trick and like his hustle. He plays all his games. We need people like him in the league, and you know, I believe he can possibly come out of this division and get it right.
So you're picking. Well, you haven't even. Yeah, I mean, I was only one of the person I would think has a chance in the division. So yeah.
Okay.
The next person is Castle. Uh, he hit me up. He wanted to be the Titans. I've never played with him, so I know nothing about him. Yeah, he said he was returning and he wanted to play, so I figured I'd put him in more of a beginner, casual division. Okay. J-Stop, do you know him?
Yeah, Castle. This division, they're all about the same skill level.
Okay.
This could you could flip a coin. You could man, come, Young, stop it. All right, you're trolling. Stop. Shingle's not just no. Out of those four guys, Shingle is. They're all on the same. None of those guys are like better than each other. Same kind of guy. I mean, but I'm not saying he's going to win a championship. I'm not saying he's going to be number one seed, but he's in his division. He's competing with his division mates. They are all around the same skill level. Shango could easily win his division and then, go get blown out in the playoffs, but that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about his division right now.
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. That's actually a very good point. But Shango win this division. I don't know. I give it to Trick, but I do see your point. Maybe year two, year three, when he has his team built up, maybe.
Right, right. Listen, you could flip a coin 5 times and come up with a winner. I don't know that there's a favorite. I just know that these guys are. This will be a good division for them to be in.
Okay, but if we're talking about who's been the best overall ever, it's Trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if you're
mean,
talking all time trick, yeah, sure. But again, PS4 rings are not relevant here. There are guys. I'm young. Young. I will roast you. Stop it. All right. So, since we're talking real here, we're being real about it. There are guys. There are. Excuse me. Excuse me. Slow it down. Thank you. Slow it down. Thank you. There are guys who were animals on PS4. Like I'm talking, like they were dogs. But that does not translate. Some of those guys are dog shit over here. Like it is what it is. The different system. What you did in 2016 does not mean shit to me right now. Okay, those rings mean nothing. On the PS5, these guys are in this division for a reason. That's it is what it is.
Okay.
all right. The last person in this division is going to be uh, Omar. He was the Rams when he came back. Really quiet. Like he didn't really say much other than schedule his games. The only thing I remember him saying was he beat Javi, and then kept saying that he packed him up. And ever since then, I just couldn't stop laughing about him saying he packed up Javi. Like every time Javi would come back with something, you just say I packed you up. Like Javi didn't even know what it meant. It just was
Okay, I
like he
didn't know
died.
Omar was in this division. All right, I take care about everything I said. This Omar division.
Yeah, like
He winning. He winning it. Whole division is his.
Wait. What happened with Javi? I haven't heard this.
so. Javi was again um, in essentially like he was close to the playoffs. This is when he folded essentially, and yeah, he had to win. Only had to win a couple games. The Rams were like I don't remember. They had a losing record, and he just got blown out by him. And after the game, like Omar, who's literally never said anything in the chat like about anybody, just kept saying he packed up Javi. Like it just out of nowhere, it just kept dogging him, saying he packed him up. And Javi just was clueless as to what he was saying, but it had me. It had me. Like I couldn't stop laughing about it. So then I wanted to put Omar in the NFC East just because of that, but I felt like this was kind of more fair to him long term, like playing with these guys. So
Yeah, I think this is. I think this is fair. Again, this is a good division for like guys coming back after a while. Not established. But and man, Omar, man, I think he showed me some things. Like I smoked him last time we played, but I saw some good things in gameplay. I think he can take this division.
I mean, I think I'm still gonna pick Trick based on his tenure, but I think it's between him and Omar. Like I wouldn't be mad about you picking Omar. Like I think it'll be a pretty fair battle between those two. I think Shango and Castle are gonna be battling for the first pick because they hadn't played in a while. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying they haven't played. Like it's tough. All right, so the AFC West is the final division, and this is the no hard feelings division. All back to two rivals, which all of you guys kind of have some sort of beef with each other. So I felt like this would make sense to put you guys all in a division together. So Jay, stop if you want to talk about your team, since you're in the division, or talk about
All
yourself.
right, yeah, y'all want, y'all want
You're,
this division right here. Oh, best
go ahead.
division in second best division in the AFC.
I
Your
I agree. I back Jason on the best division, probably.
Wait, what? Y'all serious?
It's the best division in the league. Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna start off talking about my boy Lolo. My boy Lolo, he gonna hold it down with the what is he at the Chargers? What
He
is he
didn't
at the
pick a
Chargers?
team, so he said he was okay with
Okay,
the Chargers. Is
he's
Young.
somebody. He's somebody
I'm
in
posting
our
it. Yeah,
division, the
I'm
West.
posting it. J Stop.
Okay,
The
all right. Well, Lolo gonna be, man. I got mad respect for Lolo game. Been running with him a couple years over in HK in KK's league. We were in the same division last year, man. Back and forth. I win, he win, I win, and man, he a good player, man. He come out there with his schemes, no disrespect. After he beat you, hit you with the no disrespect. But yeah, man, he's a guy that definitely should be making playoffs consistently, either wild card or win the division. And no one really rolls him. Doesn't get Peter rolled in matches. He's there. If you beat him, you might beat him by a touchdown or 10 or something. But he's a good player, real good player. Man, I got nothing but respect for Lolo. So it's gonna be fun to compete against him again for like the third year in a row.
I don't know who he is, but he could beat you.
Okay. Uh, Bell. We were thinking Bell is gonna be here. We're trying to get some confirmation from him. He was the Bucks last season. I'm sure y'all remember he used to have beef with AJB, and he tried to beef with me. Got beef with KK. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of beef. He talked a lot of shit.
Honestly, he sounds cool for people with AJB. I mean, I can't blame him for anybody for beefing with him.
he beat J Stop too. They split. J Stop left that part
Yeah,
out.
he beat me in the regular season. I beat him in the playoffs on the way to my Super Bowl run. Context, but yeah, good player, man. Good player. I respect him. I respect him. He had Chubb. Chubb was like a goddamn tank running through there. You had to do a lot of stuff to take care of his offense, and he liked to throw high point balls. But other than that, man, he's just a real good user, man. Glad he in the division, so I can smack him up a little bit.
And then you
He
got
definitely go. He definitely go kill Young, but
yeah. I mean, I think Young's probably
uh,
last right now in the division.
yeah. At this division, at this point, between myself, Lolo, Bell, and Young, I definitely have Young in last place. Um, Young is, again, he's one of our guys that been rocking with us for a few years. Maybe back to like 2018, somewhere around there. He's a PS4 guy. On PS4, he was all offense, no defense. He didn't draft defense until like round 14 or something. So, he's all offensive based. And on PS4, that worked. He was always in the playoffs, always super explosive offense. When we moved on to next, yeah, he made Super Bowl one time. And, then we moved on to next gen, and Father Time just wasn't so kind to him anymore. That whole offense, no defense didn't work once you got onto PS5. Yo, hold on, give him my analysis, man. Hold on, man. Come on, bro. You can go right after I'm done. I got you. But once he moved on to PS5, that rate didn't mean much. Trump came in and dropped 63 points on him. Mike Boomin dropped 60 points on him. I mean, he got a lot of them high scoring beatdowns when he came back to PS5. But I think now he knows he can't just go all offense, or it's going to be some more of that. So maybe he'll be a little more balanced this time around. But he's in a division full of people that all three of his people in his division can go to the Super Bowl, can compete for Super Bowl. So until he shows us something, bottom of the barrel right now. So, and then of course you have myself. you know,
Let me give my analysis on this team.
go ahead, take your time, take your time.
So when I think of Jay Stopper, I think back on PS4 and how he was just absolutely terrible. Nobody respected him ever. He made the playoffs the first season. He had like 7 or 8 points. Okay, he made the playoffs. He thought he was the tough shit. He wasn't. He got stomped. Next season he came back. Shem beat him in
Cap, cap.
really, really, I think you're bottom of the AFC. If I'm being honest with you, that's what I think. He does have some good games. Very rarely misses, but I heard he won the Super Bowl or something, or he won
No, he
something.
didn't win. He did not win.
I lost. I
Okay,
lost. I
well,
lost by a touchdown. I like there's no beat down though, but yeah, I lost. I didn't win.
well, I'll give you respect for that for sure. For the Super Bowl. That's cool, man. But should we announce what we're planning on doing for the season, or?
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Get
Okay,
to that.
okay.
That's a
I
little
think
later
J
in
Stop want to talk
the.
about the NFC.
Now, yeah. We're gonna talk about the NFC a little bit because I didn't get to get on the podcast today and talk about my boys over there. I would just like to add a little context to what Young was talking about. See, unlike him, I'm not a compulsive liar, and I will admit, on the PS4, hey man, hey boy, it was a struggle, but I was learning some things back then. I won't used to the franchise and the way they had everything going. That was it was new to me. But once I got my bearings, excuse me, I'll let you talk. Let me talk. Thank you. So, once we moved on to PS5, people like to have revisionist history. You know what I'm saying? I am a mainstay in the playoffs on the PS5. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Out
well,
of what I'm
well.
saying? Like people like to pretend. People like to pretend.
Are
John.
we
That's
pretending
what I'm saying. I'm
that
a mainstay. Oh, okay. I had one season.
two,
One season.
two,
Hey, we never made it to the playoffs in that second
you
season.
weren't gonna
So,
make it anyways?
listen, I can't
You
speak on
were
that. We
not
never got
about to
there.
make it.
Okay, out of the seasons, we made it to the playoffs. Okay, out of all them, on Madden 21, there was not a season I missed no playoffs. So let's not even pretend that didn't happen.
Okay.
Madden 20, excuse me, my guy. Let me talk. Okay, so Madden 21 always made playoffs every year, and that was in the division with Booming and other dogs, you know what I'm saying? So let's not pretend. Madden 22 again, never missed the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The people in here that respect, that don't hate, like Johnny and Young, they know what Jay Stopper do. Now Madden 23 came, and I had Sam Howell at quarterback, and things just went south real, real
So we just pretend it
fast.
didn't happen?
And we,
Like,
oh no, it happened. But what I'm saying is that we're not gonna act like those are not the anomalies and not the standards. My
no, no, no,
standard is
no, no, no.
playoffs.
I
My
mean, you are
standard is
what your
playoffs.
record
Okay,
says you
that's
are.
my. Uh, okay, Johnny.
I'm
Okay,
just
Johnny.
saying, like,
Okay,
I
Johnny.
have,
All right.
there's levels
Okay,
to it.
Johnny.
There's levels to
Okay.
it.
Okay. So let's keep a running tally. So if we keep Madden 21, we played about 6 seasons, 5 seasons actually. And then Madden 22, we played what? Madden 22, we played what? Four or 5 seasons on 22. Four seasons there, 5 seasons. So and then we played what? 4 seasons on this last Madden right here when we did the reboot. So that's a total of 14 seasons, and I made playoffs 12 out of those 14. So we're not going to pretend like that's not my standard. That's what I am. I'm a player. 12 out of 14 playoff seasons. I'm that guy. Young, you're not going to win this division. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I'm calling it right now on this YouTube channel. You will not win this division ever, the whole time. Either I'm beating you, Lolo beating you, or Bell beating you. You ass, boy. All right. Now that we done did that, we
I guess we'll see.
can. Anyway.
Johnny, let me ask you a question. Where's your honest analysis of the division? Because like me and Jay Stop,
Um, I would say you are 100% all offense. You're annoying as hell to play against because somehow you get luck. That just is beyond me, like with your rollouts and everything. It drives me nuts. You don't play defense.
feel that way.
You don't play defense that well. But I mean, that's a lot of guys can't play defense. So I mean, but other than that, like you and J Stop are when you played, you guys were on the same level when you played. But that was
I've also seen you play, and you're claiming that you're one of the. No, you're not claiming it. You know you're one of the best people in the league, and
yeah.
I beat you
Here's the thing.
before.
Here's the thing. It's all about consistency. You can beat somebody once, twice. It's consistently being at a top level that makes you good. Great.
Okay, okay. Let me
consistently making the playoffs. Double standards.
Just throwing dirt on my name about Madden. I remember I came in, I was talking about shit, chunk up, like
63. 63 specifically.
it doesn't matter. It was a phenomenal game, and Chase Upper won today. And I was over 3, and then I remember or I had a really bad record. With the close out the season, I finished like 9-1, 8-1, almost made the playoffs. I think Bridges fucked up the fourth swing or something, and I missed out on the playoffs. So technically, that was just a bullshit season. Commissioner's Watch would be my surprise. Happened a lot. The worst commissioner ever, anyways. So yeah, like all of my history, like I know that I'm better than you. I've had some fluke games, fluke seasons, especially Dom. I think he was
Oh, like
fucking
when Dom swept you in Madden 22?
okay,
My Dom?
everybody fucking bullshit. Everybody. That was. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't like talking about it. I don't like it.
Dom would swept me. Tired. Hell no. But, but keep going up. Keep going. Keep going.
It doesn't matter. I think the Bucks should win this division. I think I have a lot to lose. People aren't taking me seriously, which is fine. I don't have to. I know I'm the best in this league, and I know I can beat the best teams in the league. I'm winning this division versus, like I said, me versus Baker, Super Bowl 01. Make that prediction now.
I'm just trying to figure out how you get there, but I guess we'll figure that out, you know?
I'm not seeing the path at all. I mean, even if by God's grace, and God don't have that much grace, but if by somehow
I'm the best in this league.
there is no the rest of the AFC. Like, look at this. Like, Bowman, Johnny, Hendricks. I mean, there's no chance. There's no chance. I'm sorry. I can't see it. Me, myself, Lolo, Bell. Which of those 7 people? You're just taking everybody out, huh? All these people that's loaning you out, put 40, 50 points on the PS5. Now I'm not going to the PS4. On the PS5.
I'm so unintimidated by the AFC. I'd rather be in the NFC. I'd rather go beat down on AJ
Wow.
and KK and especially Javi. Just those. Like I'd rather be in the NFC. Okay, because there's no competition in the NFC for me. I really believe that. Maybe Blumen.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I already know. Like, you got.
I mean, your silence.
Like, you got railroaded the last time you played Hendricks. Like, it was like 40-something to 7. Like,
Everybody attacked me there.
you're right. I don't have very many 44 to like nothing games though. But I did want to give you a shout out. The last time you and Jay Stopper played, you won 38-18.
Finally got himself a win, bro. That long losing.
No,
I'm proud of him. Proud of the young man.
burned by a baby before then.
Proud of the young man. He got 2 wins. I'm proud of the young man.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I don't know if how many people were. There was a lot of turnover in the. Young did pay for my after a lot of back talk that he was decided he wanted to.
I mean, from that league, I mean, me and you, Boomin was there, Trick was there. Trying to think who else. Sealy, Beefort, Hurricane was in it, Andrani was in it, Baker was in it. Like, I mean, there's still a lot of people that were in the league. You just got. Guys.
So y'all remember that nice dinner that he sent? Outside of that, but we appreciate you, young. Our family, we love you. And if
all right, Young. J-Stop, do you want to go over your NFC thoughts to the divisions now, or do you want Young to make one of the changes we're doing this year?
Let's circle back to the NFC real.
Okay.
Drop all the brand new.
I posted it's in team owner list, the NFC.
Let's start from the top. NFC East. So what we got?
We got Javi.
Woo. Oh, Johnny. Whoa. Cakewalk, huh? So
This HD guy, you know what? This part sucks.
this about to be map. I feel like this is gonna be map for
The
sure.
NFC East.
Yeah, I mean, because Javi is so inconsistent. I mean, his highs are high, but how often does that?
No, he sucks.
Like I said, man,
I think it
bro,
just depends on the team too.
I was outside looking in at the playoffs, and he had like a 3 or 4 game lead mid season, and I told him, I said, stop that chirping. I'm gonna hawk you down because you soft. And by the end of the season, I was in the playoffs, and he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And then season 2 came around, same thing. You know, he started off hot. I was like, man, this fate exposed, and by the end of it, again, Javi was not in the play. So that Javi, a joke to me. But Jess HD, I remember him. He was on Division like 2 Maddens ago or 1 Madden. He's a nice little player. He plays his games. You know, he's there. There, I
He's
like
one
his
of
game.
my OG lab partners.
Yeah. See, you know, and I respect that. So you know, I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk. Solid player. We need like him in the league. Always slider. I don't know if you always sliding in Madden.
That was the Saints.
Yeah, I know who he was. Always slider. He a good user. Like him in the league too. Him and Eagles good matches. Him and Hobby probably not good. Map. This is a robbery. I'm calling you out right now, Map. Robbery. You surrounded yourself with these. You know what, Map? Respect, man. Respect. We can move on out of this.
You really think he's
That's
gonna just sweep the division though?
Yeah, I think so too.
and listen. Okay, for sure, sliders getting swept. For sure.
Alright.
HD,
HG did okay, and
he gonna
then
have to he gonna have to be on his game.
like he's
Maybe
probably he's on par with Javi and always slider for sure. And I mean he could probably match up with Map. It just depends. He's super streaky too.
if we're talking consistency out of them 4, I see the most consistency from Madden from season.
We'll see.
He's the one that I think will be the. So I just think he's got. But it depends on how he drafts his goes out
Yep.
here and he gets Sam Howell and right for him. Then yeah, sure. So if Matt drafts his team the way I think he should, though, this should be his division.
I think so too.
And what about the
No,
North?
no, listen. Okay, now this is the real. This is gonna be a very interesting. I'm actually gonna be. I'm gonna be for entertainment purpose. I'm definitely gonna be interested in watching these games.
It's gonna be
You got
interception
Prom.
fest.
Yeah. You got Prom. Prom was in my division last night, and we just. I respect him, yo. Pass rushing deep, hard to just move the ball up and down the field. He has no offense. I mean, we talking about before the Bears, boy. Trump might have the 1960 Bears. Like, that's that damn offense he got, boy. But I respect him, man. He a good user. You know, he's good with the rules. Good on he's on trade committee. He's good for the league. You know, it's good to have a guy like him in the league. Hey man, if you need any chips, I got you, bro. I got my money on you, man. I'm gonna help you win that division. I got you. But then we move on to the Vikings, which is the old Raiders. Don, that's Hendricks and Rich, them boy, Cryo boy. You know, I mean, he plays his games, solid user. Man, boy, that defense he got though, man. I put some points up on his head, boy. That defense is tough, man, in a bad way. So he gonna have to win shootouts. You know, he gonna have. I mean, maybe it was the team he had. But that defense was good night. Well, he gonna have to put some points up for sure.
We're talking like Madden, like pass defenses.
Hey, yeah, like his joint looked like your PS4 defenses, man. But without the offense to match it. Yeah, his defense is bad for him. We got Abel. I remember Abel. What? Ain't that Javi cousin or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like, yeah, he came in towards the end. I think he took over the Bills, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oof, Jesus. Yeah, he's in a good division for him. You know what I'm saying? We need good users like him that'll play their games. I don't know what he'll do in this division, but respect to Abel, yo. Do your thing. Um, I ain't know Cardinals was in this division. Okay, hey, I take back what I said, prompt man. Hey, man, y'all. Hey, this Bashy division for sure. Hey, man, he was the Cardinals last Madden. I remember he used to get beat up in that division, but man, he played some good games. I've seen him play some real good games. I think he can win this division. He's more of a kind of user where he don't put up a whole lot of points, but I like his scheme. I like the way he moves the offense. He kind of throws a lot of picks, but so does everyone in this division. So everyone's even on that level. And he can play. He can. I think he's a moderately good user on defense. I remember he swatted some passes in my passing lanes before. So I respect Cardinals. I think it's gonna be his division though. Either his or
I
Pro. One of
I
them
got
two.
Prunk. I got Prunk winning the division.
Pro hands down. Nothing with Bashy.
I mean, I played him and I wanted to quit after the start of the second quarter because of how bad it was. Like I wanted out of the game just because I wanted to do something else. So I just don't see I feel like Prunk puts in enough time to where he's gonna learn what works and he's gonna study tape. Like he's gonna be freaking Ron Jaworski breaking down tape, watching his league mates. So that's why I'm picking him.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah, I don't care about this division. No offense to any other teams. Okay, I don't care. Probably Prunk. I'll say Prunk. I'd rather play this guy, but I know Javi's cousin is not for a fact.
He was bad. He was real bad. I played him too. I think that was one of Prunk's win was against Javi's cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. It was I like you said, that was a game where we get to halftime, and I'm like, bro, do we have to play the second half? Like this is that division, boy. It's gonna be fun though, because they're all on that level together.
Yeah,
So if we don't project out about playoffs, what's gonna happen when they run into someone else?
it'll be good
That
for
don't matter.
them to
In
play each
that
other.
division, it's good for them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like what a great idea is for Red Zone divisions like this. It makes it so entertaining. We can watch these garbage fest of divisions and be entertained how bad they are.
they're gonna make the playoffs, and whoever's the lowest
Hey,
whoever's second best in the division gets to play them. So even though you didn't get a bye, you still get a bye, and that's
you
how it's
know what?
gonna be.
Respect. Hey, man. Hey, it's like the NFC East from back in the day. In like the early 2010s. Just whoever. Hey, man, the division winner might be 6-11. To be honest with you, it just depends on how they play with each other. Like, I mean, I could see. I mean, and you know what? Honestly, we saying this. It really depends on what the teams are like. Because if Prompt get a damn defensive front like that shit he had last year, he could be a tough out in that division for those guys. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly that's a very fair take. I'm gonna be tuned in to watch this division. It's gonna be good.
Hey,
NFC South. I'll take over. I'll do a last minute prediction. I'll do a quick break. Um, if you want to chime in, just help me out, guys. I'm going. Cam Newton, of course. Let's talk the Dervis
They mean nothing. What KK did there means nothing.
Okay. Honestly, I think there's not too much wrong with KK. He's just a mid player. He'll probably beat him on this division. He has Cyrus. This guy is he okay? Is he good? Like he's in the division with KK, assuming similar level.
He overrated. I'm gonna tell you right now, Cryo. He overrated. He one of them guys
That
that
guy was that Josh Allen?
No,
nah
that was
nah
Rich.
nah. That was Rich. Cryo. He won the very first Super Bowl like season RBO 1.0. You know, with the messed up drafts and stuff. He got out with that one. I mean,
And he had Rogers.
yeah. I mean, it just I don't. He's not that man.
And then we have A-Bomb. A-Bomb's an old head. He has like 75 wins. He's really not that good, but he plays every single segment every day. So he's always well warmed up above the boys.
Shout out to my boy A Bomb. He used to be in my division in HK. Man, I respect his game and he a good user. Yeah. Bet A Bomb.
I respect A-Bomb. He's been around for a while. He's not a very good positioner, but he's a solid user, I guess. Give him that. And then this Bucks guy, who is it? What's his name?
Oh, that's my boy Raw Raw.
That's rah-rah.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Cryo Raw Raw on your neck, boy. You ain't getting them easy you got last year. Raw Raw on your fucking neck. Hey, Raw Raw, I'm putting my reputation out for you. You better back this shit up. Raw Raw on your neck, Cryo. Hey, that's the division winner right there. Is Raw Raw. If he get any kind of a quarterback that's not fucking Malik Hooker or whatever, got it.
I mean, I think it's gonna be Cryos can probably be the number one seed in the NFC based on this division.
Mm.
I know Rah-Rah's your boy, but like I don't see it.
I don't know. Hey, bro, didn't Raw Raw go like undefeated or like one loss
Yeah, he
like
did.
that first season or
He
something?
also
Like,
had like a super team early on with like the most superstar dev guys like early on. He did the same thing where he had a bunch of old guys and literally just ran stretches. Like he couldn't build Malik Willis, couldn't throw to save his life, and I just didn't see it. Like it was one of those things. Like once everybody else caught up, like he wasn't as good. So I mean, that's just my opinion. I think Cryo can easily win this division. Rah would probably be second. Him and Avon are about the same.
all right, Raw Raw, I'm the one that got faith in you, man. You better show up.
All right, and then we have NFC West. This is, I'm assuming, the best division in this conference. Um, you have Baker here with the Snowhawks from Alaska.
Yep.
Baker's, without naming the rest, Baker's going to win this division, win this whole conference. Again, Young versus Baker, Super Bowl one. We have Petrani here too, overrated. I never thought he was that good. And then we have this Cards guy.
Poop is so stupid.
This is Rich, right? The blue guy, right? Josh Allen. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how he wins this division. Then we have AJB. I have no comment.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna put respect on Rich name because you know what I'm saying. He beat me in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna call that fluke. You know, he did have that team though. I mean, I don't know because he did have Allen and all the damn. This dude had some of everything on his team. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it was a team or if it was him. But for right now, all I can do is go with him because the dude won 2 Super Bowls back to back, and I got to show respect to that.
Wait, who did?
Rich.
Rich.
Okay, okay. I think it's AJB. It scared me. Okay.
I mean, he took out the toughest division in the NFC. NFC North sent Super Bowl representatives back to back years, and he packed them both up. So I got to give him his respect.
Okay, honest thoughts. Which conference is better?
Let me see.
It's tough to say. I think it depends on. Obviously, if Bell comes in, like that would like he needs to show up. That would even out the AFC. I mean, I think the
I mean, you
AFC.
got five. You got like 3 elite. You got like 3 5s or 4 5s over there on the AFC
Yeah.
side, and then you got like let's see, Baker.
Bro,
Is Andrade a 5? Is Andrade a 4? 4 or 5?
Johnny,
Cryo's
I
a
mean,
5, I guess.
he was a 4 last year.
Yeah, I mean, if he went to a Super Bowl, I could 4, 4.5, something like that. I mean, it felt. I think I would slightly say the AFC has more powerhouses, but
But I mean, Rich won 2 Super Bowls, and then Baker won one. So it's like,
that's true. They have 3 Super Bowls over there.
yeah.
From
If
that's
If
very true.
Boomin
So.
decided not to trip over a cord, maybe things would be different. But or if I didn't choke every conference championship game last year.
Like you said,
I mean, we had a good match, man. I wouldn't call it choking, man. Just somebody got to lose, so.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's all.
okay. Well, I guess that's
Oh, predictions. So Super Bowl predictions. Call it right now. Season 1.
Season 1.
John, you go first.
Who's going from each side? Who you got winning?
Uh,
How about we flip one more? How about conference? Like, who's making the conference championship and who wins Super Bowl? Like,
who
Oh
plays in the conference
no, no. Okay,
championship?
make it even better. Make it even better. Division winners. Do we
Right.
pick a division winner right now?
even better, even better.
All right. If I had to go through each division, I'm
And
calling.
wild card. Call wild card too.
Okay. All right. I got HT from the NFC East. NFC North, I'm going to go with Prunk. NFC South is easily Cryo. NFC West. It really depends on who gets the quarterback. That's what sucks. I'll go with Rich just because he won the 2 Super Bowls, so I can't knock him there. Excuse me. Let's see. Playoff teams. Baker. Rara. AJB. Those would be the 3 wild cards.
Wild card.
Yeah, and
Okay,
Johnny's out.
okay. I ain't mad at that.
Only
I think
reason I say it's
that's
because Andrade
fair.
goes super young. He needs year 2, then it'll be different. Like he'll probably be like right there, but I think
Yeah, he probably doesn't count for sure.
he always goes super young. So that's the reason for that.
Yeah.
You know what's surprising though is like you can say like, oh, they should all come from the NFC West because they're all going to beat each other up. A team that might have a better record could be like, let's just say it's MAP or whatever, like because they're in an easier division, could easily slip into the playoffs as well. That'd be my guess. Oh, go ahead. Do you want me to give my AFC or do you guys want to do the NFC first? Give your NFC.
All right, I'll call my NFC.
NFC.
All right, so NFC East. I'm saying map. I think map comes out of there. NFC North. I'm going with Bashy. NFC South. I'm sticking with my guns. Rah rah. That's your division, man. And then NFC West. Ooh, got Baker and ooh, shit. Man, that's goddamn. That's a hard one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give respect to Mr. Back-to-back Super Bowls. I gotta defer to that right now. So Rich win the division, and then my 3 wild card teams. 5th seed, I'm saying is probably gonna be Baker. 6th seed is Cryo, and then 7th seed. I could see A-Bomb taking that last spot.
Dang,
Hey
taking
man,
out
AJ,
AJB
I got love for AJB, man, but you in a
and
god damn,
Andrade.
you in a dog fight out there, man. That's
Okay.
gonna be tough for my boy, man.
And no KK.
Nah, no KK. Nah, not this time.
Okay. You don't KK make the playoffs?
Nah. NFC too loaded over there.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go. Out of the East, I'm going Matt. Definitely won't be Hobby. Not even in the season. But NFC North, like I said, it doesn't matter who comes out of here. Um, I'll say Prunk. Definitely not going to be a win. NFC South, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go with KK. I'm going KK to win the division.
Hold on, I'm about to write that down.
NFC South,
Wait, you've had KK's winning that division?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, oh, are you sure about that?
Baker in the West. Johnny's not that good. The bridge guy, whatever. Seems like y'all are underestimating him. Who knows? And HFE sucks. So I have Baker coming out of here. Wild card teams, probably be the bridge guy. Um, maybe a Johnny if he gets lucky, but again, first season's always really hard. And um, that other guy in the team in division, Cyro, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Kyra. Cryo.
Cairo. Yeah, probably them.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm notating that down. We're gonna post that so that the league got something to talk about.
All right. I'm gonna go over the AFC then.
AFC. Yeah.
Who'd you say for
Uh,
winning NFC South, Johnny?
who would I have in the NFC South?
Yeah, who'd you say?
Cryo, by a lot.
Cryo. Oh, and then you said Rich for the West. Okay. Bet.
Yep. Yep. All right. I think I gotta go B for the AFC East. AFC North. I gotta. You can go after me. Let me see. Let me see. I just don't know anybody in the AFC South that well. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Trick. I mean, he's probably the most experienced. AFC West really depends on the quarterback. I feel like Lolo won y'all's divisions in HK, right? Right, J-Stop?
Yeah, he won it.
So I'm gonna go Lolo then in the AFC West, year one. Wild cards, Boomin and Hendricks, and then J-Stop. Sorry, Young.
Okay.
So no young, you're one, as usual. All right. Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to go J Star
Yeah,
first?
yeah. You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. At the East, B Ford probably. North, I got Boomin. South, I have Trick. Definitely mentioned him. And at West, obviously me.
Hold on. I just realized you skipped over me. Like, you just didn't even give me any thought. It's
Um.
fucked up, man. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. So at wildcard teams, probably this Lolo guy. He also looks pretty good. Johnny will be in there for sure. And I don't really know this guy, but I'm gonna say Hendricks.
Yeah, I mean, after the 44-7, you should probably put him in there.
Well, I don't really remember that, so it doesn't really count.
I don't really remember. Okay.
It was, yeah, so it doesn't really count. So again, I've never played this guy. I'm saying that I don't remember playing him, so I never played him. So that's my AFC. J Star, bro.
All right. Let me take a look at this with my professional eye. All right. AFC. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to my boy B Fort. I think he got that. AFC North. AFC North. I got my cuz booming. He's gonna win that division. AFC South. Uh, I'm gonna go with Omar. I think he gonna find a way to pull it out. I respect his game. And then Shane ain't going. Not season one. He got too much rust to knock off. He like Deshaun Watson, man. You don't play for like 2 seasons and pop back up, you're gonna be sorry. So then got AFC West. You know myself. Um, so wild card teams. My boy Lolo, I could see him gonna make that either the 5 or the 6 seed. I think Johnny gonna slide in there, either 5 or the 6. And then man, Hendricks probably gonna pull up that 7. I think the North sending probably 3 teams for real.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's like one of us won't make it because I mean, I don't think we can't send
Right.
all four. But the Dolphins is good enough to where,
Well, hold on. No, there are three
I mean, I
wild
guess we
card
could.
spots.
It's
So
just tough.
technically,
It's tough.
yeah, I just by the time y'all all play each other, beat up on each other, someone is gonna have a better record from another division
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
somebody's
mean,
missing out.
me, Booman, and Hendricks will probably all for sure battle. I just feel like Prince is like right there, but it's just like a notch below. But I mean, he can still sneak in some wins against us. So that'll be interesting.
You
Obviously, I don't
said Prince
agree
was
with
the
either of you
Dolphins
guys.
from last year.
Yeah, he didn't. He
Man,
played.
that's
I only
kind of
played him
tough,
once.
bro. That's kind of tough. I mean, he's good. He's definitely not trash. Like he's a good player. I just man, he there's levels. I don't know that he's closing that gap right there. But hey, we'll see.
Like I said, I mean, he beat Rich once, and then he played me super tough. Like we played until the fourth quarter. So you never know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
All right, so we've gone over the divisions. Young, do you want to go over the new thing that we're implementing for the draft, or in general for season one?
Yeah, so I don't remember all the details. I do a little bit. So what we're doing is, I guess we're having a substitute for team captains. At the beginning, because it's before the draft, it can only be done for the initial fantasy draft. You can have the option of having an age-reduced player. So meaning, let's say I take Aaron Donald. How old is Aaron Donald? 30,
33, 32.
32, 33. Anyways, the rule is if they're 33 years old or older, they go back 10 years. So he'll go back to 23, and you'll have Aaron Donald at 23, and you can dominate the whole cycle, but at the cost of forfeiting your team captain for the whole Madden cycle. So it's just a way of adding variety. If they're below 33, they just go back down to 21.
22.
22. Okay, so if you get Tyreek Hill, you can just bring him down to 22, and he'll dominate the whole Madden. So it's just giving people an option. Gives more variety in the draft too. So Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure old other players. So
It will.
Disclaimer: you cannot trade the player that you
Yep,
age. They must stay on your team.
they're a franchise player. No exceptions. No trading them. If you draft them, age reduce them, they're yours for the lifetime. That's it.
exactly.
No captains either. You don't get an offense or defensive captain if you decide to do that, but you'll probably be having a 99 overall player by the end of season one. So it's like kind of a fair trade off.
So yeah, that's I guess I'll put some stats over here so you can see it better. Yeah, that's our new rule, I guess. It's just a rule, but
Yep.
um,
We also
I'm typing it right now, young.
we also added we also added a rule for a couple things for position swaps. We are now going to allow wide receiver to tight end under these rules, and I'll post it. Chase off. They have to be 6'3" and 220 pounds, and must be 87 speed or less. Year one is not really going to impact much. I checked the rosters, probably like four guys that meet that threshold, and they're all like mid to late 20s. So not going to change anything, and both all their stats kind of match up with like a 70 overall tight end. So nothing game changing. But in the future, we know that some of the draft classes with EA, they'll have like those really like first round pick wide receivers that are dirt slow, but are big guys. So it will kind of give some value to those guys. Um, in addition, we're gonna have a positions change thread. There's gonna be apparently some utility players like more like Taysom Hill types where they're quarterbacks, tight ends, or quarterbacks switch to wide receiver or wide receiver to cornerback. We are going to open that as long as it gets approved by the commissioners for you to do that. You just have to post it. If it's not anything like that's like in the normal thing that you want to do, you can post it in there and we can review to see if that's acceptable. Again, probably rarity that'll happen, but we want to be able to give flexibility for that. And a rule that we had last year that we talked about, we didn't go through with. I don't really know if it's going to impact much this year, but the offensive line, if you are going to play a guard or center at tackle in your depth chart, they need to be listed as a tackle in the actual roster so that we are not abusing any OP threshold of secure protector or edge protector for a guard that's actually playing tackle. They need to actually be tackles. And they have to be above 6'5" in order to switch them to tackle. And I'll put that in there as well. Again, I don't see that because when I played the beta, edge threat was not nearly as strong as what it was last year. So I don't really see it being anybody abusing that this year. But you never know. As metas come out, people may try that. I can't think of anything else that we discussed. Did you guys have anything else? Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Huh.
Unless you have something else here, something.
No, y'all boys wrapped it up. We got the age reductions. Yeah, if you got an O lineman, you literally have to switch his position. You can't just play a center at right tackle on the depth chart. And if he's still a center, you have to change his position. Um, no quarterbacks being captains.
Yep.
We're not even gonna talk about that, but that's what it is. And game of the week. No more jumping up multiple devs at once.
Yeah. Johnny's gonna release that soon. What his plan is for that, but I mean, it's gonna be more like levels, like you maybe not as like 60 or whatever it was. I think it was like 60 to go from normal to X Factor for a quarterback, which could take like maybe two seasons.
Yeah, more than that, probably.
I don't
You
know,
probably got
something
three
like that.
seasons.
I don't know.
But yeah. I mean, it take a little grip, but yeah, we're gonna have to adjust that a little bit. But
Um,
we'll talk about that.
yeah, so that's gonna be something that Andrani's gonna release. So we'll wait on him. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we covered it all. I mean, what's another podcast? Probably. I don't know.
We can do it during the slow draft to discuss maybe some of the picks, maybe,
Yeah, we can definitely do that. We'll
or
probably
try to do it. We can try to do it like midway or quarterly through the season to upload the power rankings just real quick, something like that, just to update that.
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, Young, you haven't done a power rankings. You got to do a. You don't have to do it now, but you should post one to get it popping.
You want to post a power ranking of like what I think like right now, before
Of
and after,
users, yeah,
way
just
too early power
yeah,
ranking?
way too early user power ranking. You don't have to do it now. I'm just saying, just post it.
Oh, I will. I'll start working on it.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
I think that's it. We'll be back soon. We have an announcement coming in like a week, 2 weeks.
Everybody, you got a week to get your game. After it drops, we're gonna wait at least a full week for everybody to get the game. At least if the game drop on the 14th, we're gonna give everybody a chance to get the game. We ain't gonna rush it
Yeah,
and
give
let
everybody
nobody
about a
get
week, and
skipped
then
or
we'll
anything
we'll be
like
looking
that.
at starting the slow draft.
And we'll be looking at starting around it. Yeah.
Can we kind of talk about that whenever? How many days are we? After like how many days are we starting the draft? Like 7 or 10 or
For what?
like after the game drop, starting the week.
Oh, within like a week, I would assume. I don't
Within
know
like a
the.
week, probably like
Yeah,
seven days or something.
I want to do
Like
like.
probably the next weekend, whatever, or maybe during the week. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, RBL, man, y'all boys would have made it to another year. Madden 24 is looking like it'll make some good changes for this one. A lot of new features. Pay attention to the features. Don't think it's the same new Madden. Same old Madden. There's ways to make your players better in the off season. If you don't use it, you're gonna be at a disadvantage. But
Yep.
we about to have fun.
All right, guys. That's it. We'll talk to you guys later.